Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more Spell Brigade, and you may notice something a little different today. We're going to do a solo run. And that's because I don't think this build would work as well with a co-op group. So this was suggested to me by another viewer who said, like in our attempts to find really cool builds with Dark, we're going to be running Rocky Road. Rocky Road is a pretty cool spell. But with this one, you need enemies to chase you a lot, especially the boss, and that's kind of like what I want to happen here. I want the enemies to mainly always focus on me, so a build like this wouldn't work as well in co-op, so that's why we're going to run solo. But we're going to stick with hardcore. We're going to do one spell. We're just going to do Rocky Road, and we're going to do the typical, what appears to be probably the best combination is Dark and Lightning. So we're going to run that. I'm going to focus a lot on we're going to focus a lot on crit because this will do, or I should say like crit damage mostly, because this one has, Rocky Road will have spikes that can trigger crit damage. And then I want to get a lot of size. So that's going to be like the main focus for this. And then if this looks pretty cool, or if this works as good as I hope it is, then we should be converting a lot of enemies kind of like the whole time. So let's go spell size right here. But this one doesn't work as well. This one wouldn't work as well, at least not like in theory, you know, it wouldn't work as well with a group, especially when I want to try to kill the boss, because this user said like, oh, we were killing the boss by like, it was taking like 20 seconds to kill the boss. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I don't know if they were playing on hardcore or not, but I thought that was an interesting thing to try, and I do think this could be a good one too, because if we're playing solo, man, I don't think I'm gonna need crit chance as much. I'll have to, I don't quite remember what the augments are for this one. I'm not sure if it's like 100% crit chance, but I think it is, because this one will have like special craters in the spell that'll trigger crits. Okay, so we'll do spell size again. So what kind of stinks about this though is I'm not going to be able to get some of the really good relics I like to get, like the extra crit damage for revives and stuff. We're not going to be able to get that, but that'll be fine. Okay, let's do spell damage. So I'm going to get lightning first, and then we'll get dark second. But you can see the goal here is I'm literally just gonna run around and have all these enemies chase me, and hopefully they'll just eat like all this Rocky Road and whatever crits we're gonna put on it when we get the augments. I haven't done solo in a long time, so this will be different. Okay, oh, this might be a tough this is gonna be a tough one to do solo. Oh, come on. I'm gonna do the crit chance. This is like the worst spell to do solo. Unreal. This is gonna be so hard. He takes a good amount of damage if he runs through it. I just have to be able to get him in it. He can hit hard too. Like you don't want to touch the crab. Okay, he's like halfway there. Not even, oh my gosh, this is gonna be tough. All right. All right, let's go crit chance again. See, because he knows like where you're going. If I can get like some of these exploders on him too, that would be great. Yeah, blow up on him. Yes, yes, that worked perfectly. Okay, so let's see. Your spell occasionally creates spikes that deal critical damage. So yeah, like I think this is basically like 100% like kind of crit rate for these extra spikes. I'm not gonna do too much movement speed unless we get offense defense, which, you know, we might with this build because I can't get the crit. I can't get the crit, since I can't get the crit revive for this one. Okay, we'll do spell size, and then we're gonna get lightning. Lightning first. Alright, screw it. I'll just take dark. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna convert enemies quick enough anyway, so that should be fine. I was a little worried that we wouldn't convert enemies quick enough, but it seems like we're gonna convert them pretty good still. Alright, let's go spell damage. Oh, crap. Oh, no, 2 of them. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'm gonna take that hit. Damn. I wasn't gonna be able to get through that other area. Alright, let's do spell size. This is why I want to get size too a lot, because it's just gonna have this huge trail behind me, and like basically just it'll give us way more area to have a chance to convert all these enemies as they chase me around the map, including the boss. Like, that's what we're gonna want to see. I don't know how many waves we'll do. I usually do 3, but since I'm doing solo, we might just do 2. We'll see how we'll see how well we do on like these first 2 waves and how quick we're clearing it. Someone had made a comment about the background music, and it's one of those things where I used to absolutely love the background music, and now I don't really pay attention or care for it, but it definitely wouldn't be a bad thing if they added a little bit more, like another soundtrack to this or something, because I could definitely see it getting like repetitive. Honestly, I never really even thought of it until someone brought it up. Like, I would used to always comment on how good the soundtrack was in this game, but now it just sort of like blends into me, like it doesn't bring out any emotion to me. All right, let's do, I guess we'll do spell damage again. Okay, we should be able to do this one, Seal the Rift. Halfway there. This might be tough. We'll see. Nah, I think we got this, because I think we're converting the enemies good enough. Yeah, we got this. Alright, let's do spell damage, and then we'll get that lightning. Okay, so perfect. It's right there. So this infuses with dark and lightning. Black Bolt feels like it's definitely the best the best augment for this in the game now. Okay, let's do creates explosions, I think. I mean, we're gonna get them all anyways, so yeah, let's just go with creates an explosion. Okay, we'll do base crit damage. There should be... Let's go see if we can find the relic. The relic's gonna be hard with this spell, too. Okay, no relic yet. Okay, let's do base critical damage again. Base critical damage is going to be one of the most important stats here. Because we're going to have... We basically have, like, that 100% crit chance for those special spikes, so... Actually, that wasn't too bad. Oh my gosh, that guy wasn't even dead. Okay, we're gonna do this one then. Your crit damage is increased for every one common upgrade you encounter. I'm glad we saw that. So let's do that one. Especially like early in the game like this, that'll be nice. It's not as good as the revive one, but it works because obviously there's no one to revive in this game. Do spell size again. This character does get extra XP if they get hit. So there is a relic that will give you healing per crit. Like, when you crit someone, you're gonna earn back some of your health. So, I don't really know if it's worth taking. Because the XP gain feels like it's very minimal. Alright, let's go damage. Okay, let's go spell size. Let's go spell size. And let's go base crit damage. So far, this is doing pretty good. I'll save that magnet for later. Okay, let's do spell damage rate. Since it's only me, I'll take some XP gains too. Because I don't need to worry, like 100% of the XP is going to go to me. I don't need to worry about other people picking them up. Man, this is such a small patch for a solo player. I mean, it makes sense, but it's so tiny. I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. Because now you just have such a small, confined area that you have to work with. Okay, let's do the raid again. All right. Ooh, critical chance. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still going to build into the critical stuff because not every attack is going to be a critical, even though I have like 100% on those nodes. still want my other tick rates to do that too. Okay, your spell deals more damage toward the end of its trail. Let's do size. Ah, I'm gonna die here. Oh my gosh, I got lucky I didn't die there. I thought I was dead there. I thought I was gonna get hit twice, but I think I was barely able to make it out of that. Okay, I think there was a potion over here. Let's come try to get that. I think there was. Okay, let's do great damage. Okay, we'll do spell. No, let's. Yeah, okay. We could do spell size again. Yes. There we go. 50% base critical damage, legendary. Hell yes, that's so good. Like, just like that, we're already up to 314 crit damage. I was a little worried, like, how we were gonna get a lot of crit damage without the crit revives, but we're doing really good. We're doing really good with that crit damage. Okay, I think there's another relic up now. For this one, I would probably go, like, offense, defense, I think. Not really sure if there's another relic I'm particularly looking for at this point. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's do offense defense. My movement speed isn't gonna be as like super important this run anyways. I'll try to get like a little bit more. Like I'll still, well, actually, this is where I'm gonna need that movement speed. I'll probably try to get it up at least like a little bit more to like 20 or 30. But now we're gonna have 100% damage on top of our crit damage. Oh, come on. Horrible start. Okay, where's the last one at? Oh my gosh. Horrible. All right, I'm gonna have to like do a big old loop now for this one. We gotta get like all those bugs out of there. I don't really think we need any. I don't even know if there's any more augments in this game. Yeah, there's not. Oh no, this is a level up. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I mean, there's still no more. I didn't think there would be. I think that's it. There's only 3 of them, but they're all very good. So at least this spell has good augments that you would want to build for your character. And then we're gonna have a boss fight here soon. Well, kinda soonish. Next, I should say. So I've been like, I've been super kind of torn on the dark element, because it's a very, very good element on the right spells. But it, like, with the way they rebalance the game, it feels like you need it now. Like, it feels like the only way to kill the boss on these, with, like, the new HP buff and damage buff and stuff, especially, like, on hardcore co-op. We've done so many runs where we couldn't kill the boss. Like, we just couldn't. And I don't think it really had much to do with our build, other than the fact that we didn't have like a lot of dark, but it's very hard to kill the bosses now. It's tough, and it seems like the only way to do that is with dark and being able to convert the enemies to your side, because they do an absolute shit ton of damage when you convert them over, especially if you have high crit. Like, they're gonna be hitting for a ton of damage. Okay, we'll take the legendary. Every time I see the legendary, I get excited, but legendary looks good, but I would have preferred, like, obviously, I would love to see another crit damage. I guess I can't be too bad about it, though, because we already did get one. Just the odds of seeing one legendary crit damage is rare enough. My speed 20. I wouldn't mind getting, like, I wouldn't mind seeing a purple speed for like 18. Wouldn't mind getting like one more good speed upgrade. We can go spell size again. All right, here we go. First boss fight. Cooldown, not quite what I was looking for. Okay, so the strategy here is obviously I'm just gonna run around. Like, let's just do like some pattern like this where we just try to kind of run the boss into our converted enemies, and the converted enemies will just do all the damage. You know, like, see, look, like that. Okay, let's do tick rate. Yeah, because look how much, I wish I could see how much they were hitting him for. But his stun meter is building up super quick. See, now watch, he'll probably die here. My goodness. That was so fast. See, this is why Dark is so powerful. I don't think you can kill him that quick with any other spell in the game. I would have liked that movement speed, but I'm not going to pass that legendary. Okay, let's do the crit chance. You know, I don't think you're doing that with any other, or I shouldn't say spell, with any other element in the game. I think you're only going to get these really quick kills like that with Dark. Alright, let's get... I don't know what we're going to get. Whenever you deal critical damage, you gain health. See, like, that's an interesting one, because then I could almost, like, never die. But I think we'll just reroll. I think we'll look for, like, damage. Definitely not this one. Let's do the armor is increased by my level. That's going to make me really slow. So I'm going to have to start getting movement speed again, but... I don't really know what else to take here. There's the elemental damage one, but that's not really going to help me too much because there's only... I only have 2 infusions here. So let's go with, like, movement speed stuff again. Obviously, our damage was super good, so I can throw some level ups here on my movement speed. What's nice about this spell, too, is, you know, one of the bigger complaints about Dark is it won't attack your own minions. At least if it's, like, for targeted spells, you know? Like, spells that specifically target an enemy. It won't hit them. And so if every enemy on the screen is a minion of yours, it's not going to attack anything. But it looks like this is, I mean, this has no prejudice. It's gonna hit whoever it wants to hit. This is gonna be a pretty dominating run, I think. This is definitely a very good... Again, this is a very good solo of the spell. This would probably be good... Like, this would probably be fine co-op. But I think if I were to run this co-op, I would have to kind of let the group to know, like, hey, make sure... like, whoever has Rocky Road, like, make sure that person keeps aggro. Or unless we all went Rocky Road, like, that could be a thing. Look at those little minions go. Good job, guys. Okay, so we're just gonna get level ups here, basically. Alright, let's do damage rate. Now, I wonder, like, this is obviously working out really well, but I wonder if this would work with most other spells, like running solo. You know, I honestly don't think it has to be like Rocky Road. I don't know. I kind of feel that this would work. That this would work just really well with even like a regular, like Falling Stars or something, or one of those other spells I think would work really well too. I think it's just the fact that I'm running solo. And the enemies don't have like a ton of health, and we're able to convert them a lot quicker and things like that. So it might not be necessarily a product of the spell, but just the dark element itself, especially paired with lightning. But I mean, this is a good spell because of all the kind of because too of like the 100% crit chance we're gonna get for the spikes. And then I did get pretty good crit damage stuff here. Okay, we could do base damage. So we have 179 damage, 50% crit. And 357% damage. Crit damage. Surprised there wasn't another wave. I wonder what determines how many waves. I wonder if more come later in the game. So it starts off with just one wave of those bullfrog turtle things, or not turtle, frog things, whatever they are. And then I wonder if I haven't noticed. It could be one, and then later in the game there's 2 waves, and then later there's 3 waves. Did he just make a weird sound when he got hit? I don't know if I've ever heard that before. Well, I'm gonna have to recharge my health here and try that again. Okay, let's do, well, we'll do the spell damage. We'll do more spell damage. Okay, so now let's pay attention. So one wave. I'm gonna re-roll this, my last re-roll. Okay, so that was just one again. Look at that, they're just holding the line, just like, you're not getting through to my friend. Good job, team. Thank you so much for your assistance. I'm just really afraid that I don't want darkness to have to like stifle our fun builds that we try to do, because a lot of the times we can kind of do whatever we wanted to do, and we could almost always kind of clear through like 3 waves, like even if it was really gimmicky builds. But now if you try like some of those builds, sometimes they can barely get through like 2 waves. And I don't know if that means like if we want to try to do some of those more fun and creative builds, if we're gonna have to lower the difficulty in order to make it like a somewhat successful run. But I'm not sure. Because darkness, again, darkness I just feel like is almost 100% needed now for like hardcore runs. Again, I was making sure this was hardcore, just in case. Imagine my face if that said like moderate. I'd be like, oh gosh, no wonder. All right, let's do spell damage rate. Oh, he does make a noise too when he gets hit. He like laughs a little bit. Calvin is a little bit sadistic, huh? He's a masochist. Spell damage. I think what we're gonna do, like, just to kind of test things out, I think what will be interesting is if we do, like, we'll do a run, we'll do maybe a 1 spell run or whatever, and I'll tell no one you're not allowed, you're not allowed to take dark, and let's see how we can do. And we'll run the strong spells, you know, like Aurora Rings, Falling Stars, Rune Burst. We'll run like the stronger spells in the game, and we'll see how we do now without dark. I think that would be kind of a fun thing to try. Okay, this one's a 2er. Oh! Oh, this one's a 3er. No, run. Oh, wait, complete the sacrifice. See, I'm like, I swear I'm not getting like these mission updates sometimes. I didn't even know we were doing a mission right now. Honestly, it doesn't even really matter too much. Like, I'm gonna miss out on a level up, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't think I can do this in the amount of time now. I just never even noticed it. By the time the enemies even get down to me, it's gonna be way too late. Yeah, forget it. Alright, let's do spell damage. chance 12, cool. I'm just gonna go spell damage. We're just gonna do 2 waves here, so this is gonna be a 2-wave run because I think we're just gonna. I kind of have a feeling we're gonna dominate this boss again. I hope. So I'm not gonna worry about the movement speed. We'll just go all in on damage right now. But I do think we'll try that for maybe my next run. We'll try to do a no dark run and see how well we do with the strongest spells in the game. Okay, so that was just one. Okay, so now there's the new objective. So the cores again. We've been getting a lot of the cores. Yeah, so you just go up there, convert some of the enemies, and then come kick the balls and like keep them busy. God, this is like the worst place for this. This is gonna take forever. This is the real challenge. I'm just gonna do this one down here. Oh, shoot. Oh no, this is gonna be tough. I could take the health there and yeah, oh, I did get hit. It's okay. Is another wave gonna come though? Yeah, I wonder if it's like, I wonder how that's determined. Is it random? Because sometimes there's only one, sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 2. I wonder how that's determined. Yeah, they're just like over there in the corner fighting too. That's why I think it's cool to have like this good spell size, because you'll just convert like all these enemies coming on screen that you don't even really see, and then all of a sudden you'll see them just like fighting other people. Seems like I could use a magnet too. So we have overall 192 damage, 62 crit, 3. We haven't seen some crit damage in a while. We're slowly kind of getting crit damage though as we see commons whenever I level up. But that's about it. But 390 is not bad, especially for 2 waves in. I'm gonna take that hit, yep. Okay, so that was 1. So that was only 1 wave again. How much are they hitting for? Is that 15,000? I saw some like relatively decent sized hits here, like when they're converting like 25,000, 23,000. I mean, they're hitting pretty hard, 15,000. So boss is gonna show up here any minute now, and same strategy, just literally just run around, stun the boss, and then let the minions do all the work. Like, I wish I could convert, like, try to convert them before they all... Does it matter? I wonder if it matters if they're converted or not, if they'll still go in there. So this wave should technically be a good amount harder, because this is where all the extra HP and damage buffs came in. So this should be theoretically a lot harder than first wave. Yeah, no. It's just as soon as he gets stunned, he dead now. Is he dead? Yep, he's dead. Easy peasy. That's ridiculous. That's super strong. I mean, like, this is solo too, so that could be the difference why it's so much so much better. Just because the enemies don't have as much health now, and it's so much easier to convert them. That's probably why this feels a lot easier than, you know, our co-op runs. Because, you know, our spell damage isn't getting nerfed. But their health and everything else is. So as tradition, I mean, I always gotta let the bugs always win. The bugs always win. But that was really good. That was really strong. That was pretty much a no death run too. I didn't die at all. 40 minutes, 9 objectives complete. So we had 207% damage, 62 crit chance, 394 damage. We did 93 million damage, which is pretty good. So yeah, I mean, that was really good. So thanks to the commenter who suggested that. Sorry, I don't remember the names off the top of my head. But that was a fun run. Probably maybe more geared towards solo unless we're all running Rocky Road. But I do think that worked out incredibly well. That was a pretty strong run. We absolutely dominated 2 waves of hardcore. We probably could have dominated more, but I gotta go record other stuff, so we are done. That's gonna be it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.